This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for April 26th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Just announced, Motionless in White, the touring the End of the World tour with Knocked Loose, After the Burial, and Alpha Wolf will be at the MGM Music Hall at Fenway on October 29th. Tickets go on sale this Friday, April 28th at 10 a.m. Actor, singer, and activist 96-year-old Harry Belafonte passed away, according to his publicist. He died yesterday morning of congestive heart failure. Belafonte, who was dubbed the King of Calypso after the groundbreaking success of his 1956 hit, the Banana Boat song, Deo. He became a movie star after acting in the film adaptation of the Broadway musical Carmen Jones. Belafonte was also a key strategist, fundraiser, and mediator for the civil rights movement. Belafonte once said, quote, "I've often responded to queries that ask, when, as an artist, did you decide to become an activist?" He said, quote, "My response to the question is that I was an activist long before I became an artist. They both service each other, but the activism is first." Two members of Crazy Town, currently touring as Crazy Town X, have lived up to their name by engaging in a bloody fight after their show at the Boathouse in Myrtle Beach. Shifty Shellshock had apparently failed to appear on stage at the show, a date on the New Metal Madness Tour too, which also features Head PE, Tantric, and Edema. Even though he wasn't present on stage, he was backstage trading blows and insults with fellow vocalist Bobby Reeves in what appeared to be an argument over money. Reeves has since posted a video on social media saying, "It's all over the internet about my scuffle with Shifty. He's my brother and sometimes things happen, but it's all good. Love you like a brother, Shifty." The next date of the Crazy Town X tour is scheduled for tonight at the Vixen in Illinois. Within Temptation are set to release a new single, Wireless, coming up on May 19th. The band has stated the song Wireless is, quote, "a fiery and heavy song that marks the start of a new era. An era in which we keep our WT DNA alive, but build upon the contemporary bombastic riffs, breakdowns, and epic choruses." A private concert was held earlier this week for patients and doctors at Boston Children's Hospital with one of the world's most famous musicians. Cellist Yo-Yo Ma not only performed multiple pieces, but also answered questions from the kids. The hospital also streamed the performance for patients who could not leave their rooms. The performance was a thank you for the hospital staff because Ma's great niece, Eloise, recently received life-saving care at the hospital. Ma also said he was once a patient at Boston Children's, and it was a pleasure to return. On March 10th, Miley Cyrus returned with her 8th studio album, Endless Summer Vacation. And now there's a possibility she's secretly released another album, Down With Me. The 12-track album of songs featuring Cyrus's vocals released on the same day under the pseudonym Clara Pierce. The artist has around 250 monthly users on Spotify, which is 79 million less than what Miley Cyrus has. All of the songs on the record are credited as having been written by William Cordero, except a song titled I Don't Want to Tell You Lies, which is credited to Carla Pierce. Former Van Halen bassist Michael Anthony says there is significant amounts of material in the Van Halen archive that has yet to see the light of day. In a recent interview with Eddie Trunk, he said, quote, "We're starting a bunch of the reissue stuff with the Sammy Hagar years, with all of his albums, and the first one that will come out will be Right Here, Right Now, a live album that we did in '92. We're digging back into stuff. There's a lot more stuff at Ed's 5150 studio. Wolfie and Alex will start going through stuff there and see what's there, but there's a ton of stuff." Michael Anthony also revealed that an archive of live audio from the band that's almost album quality, including live recordings made via live mixing desk, as well as video footage dating back to the early 80s. saying, quote, "I know for a fact all the early tours, we used to record every single show. That was just for the band so that we could critique ourselves for every show, and that went on for years." Metallica announced on social media yesterday, 10 days ago, we announced we'd be releasing each song off of 72 seasons with American Sign Language interpretations. Starting that day with the title track, today we're back with all 11 remaining songs that are now available on our YouTube channel. We're beyond grateful to the DPAN Videos and Amber G production teams for making it possible for us to become the first rock band to release an entire album accompanied by side-by-side ASL interpreters. We cannot wait for our fans in the deaf and hard of hearing community to get to feel the emotion behind this album. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 151, featuring Johnny Christ from Avenged Sevenfold, is available now.
The Coca-Cola Company, Keurig Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo are bringing consumers more choices with less sugar than ever before. In fact, nearly 60% of beverages sold contain zero sugar. Visit balanceus.org to learn more.